Welcome back to another Amazon Top 10 Coffee videos. Today we are going to be blending the Blue Mountain Brown Bear coffee on the Sage Barista Express. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, please follow me. I'm going through the list of top 10 coffees that I find on Amazon, grinding them on the Sage Barista Express and showing you exactly what I am doing to get the best coffee extraction, which will save you time and also save you money on wasting beans going through the grinding process. Before you start following all the instructions on this video, make sure you check that your burr grinder is at the same settings as me, which is a level 6. I have done a video to explain to you exactly how to adjust your burr grinder, and I'll leave a link above. So let's talk about this coffee that we're going to go through today. So it says it's a sweet and malty flavour, your perfect daytime coffee, caramel and toffee notes, 100% Arabica Costa Rican coffee beans, Brown Bear coffee. It has a wide range of coffees on Amazon, and one thing that grabbed me, which I quite liked, said 5% of the sales are donated to Free the Bears UK charity for over 950 bears rescued and bear sanctuaries across Southeast Asia, which I thought was pretty cool. So your money's going to a good cause. This particular bag is 227 grams and costs $8.99 on Amazon. I'll leave a link below if you want to follow exactly what I'm using. This coffee has over 1,257 reviews on Amazon, and if you look at those reviews, they're all pretty good, okay? So we're looking at a strength rating of 3, so it's not as strong as the coffee I did last week, so obviously check out that video if you want stronger flavoured coffee. But let's see how we get on with this. Now, you've probably noticed since we started doing these videos that a lot of the cheaper coffee beans, especially when you get a huge 1 kilogram bag, finding that we're generally having to put the Sage Barista Express on the finest setting in order to get a good extraction. And that got me thinking, why are all these cheaper beans requiring a finer grind setting? So here's a bit of an explanation of why that could be the case by a guy that clearly knows what he's talking about. And it says this might be due to the roast that is actually a darker roast on these cheaper coffee beans, because they tend to use lower grade coffee beans. And it says that the darker roasts tend to be more soluble, and this creates quick puck erosion. So in other words, the puck that you get, your coffee puck that's in your portafilter, gets eroded very, very easily. And it says that the more solubles that are dissolved, the less resistance and the faster the shot, which makes sense because all these shots have been pulling through very, very quick. And it's, so for that reason, it could be why that we need this kind of super fine settings when we grind these beans, where it can't just create enough pressure in the puck itself to pull through a good shot. And I've noticed that on the more expensive beans that I generally use, for example 200 degrees coffee and the ones I've got links to in the below. And I found that with the medium roast coffee beans and the ones that are kind of more batch roasted, selected beans that you buy and they kind of go off within a few weeks, that they require like around about a 5 or a 6 grind setting, whereas all these cheaper beans that you're getting massive amounts of just require a very, very fine grind. And the Sage Barista Express in some cases is struggling to pull a good shot unless you increase the dosage volume. So I thought that's just a good point for you to bear in mind if you are using cheaper beans and you go through my backlog of videos that I've seen, that they all require pretty much the finer settings. And it's only when you get down to the more quality, high quality beans and the smaller batch roasted beans that you require different settings. Moving forwards, after I've done this Blue Mountain coffee, I'm going to start looking at the more expensive beans because all these cheaper beans seem to be grinding on the finer setting. So let's get into today's video. I'm going to start off, as always, with my 18 grams of coffee with the Blue Mountain coffee beans. I'm going to be using my non-pressurized double basket, and let's take it from there. Doesn't have much of a smell, these beans. In fact, they've got hardly any smell at all. Very, very light smell, so interesting. So we are ready to pull this first shot. As always, we found these cheaper blends, we might find that this isn't enough and that we need to grind this a lot finer. I've got my timer over here, so I'm going to hit my timer, hit my double shot, and let's see how we get on. Got a pre-infusion. Oh, nice, this is building up pressure nice straight away on grind 5, which is a lot different to our other coffees. Good pressure, quite a lot of volume. And that was around 26 seconds, which isn't bad at all for our first pull. So that's really, really good. And that's a little bit different to what we've been seeing with the other kind of cheaper coffees. And this is, $8.99 for 225 grams. So it's a more expensive coffee. And you can see straight away that we're getting almost a better extraction with this kind of more expensive blend. So let's just see what this tastes like. It definitely has those toffee notes. You can certainly taste that kind of slightly sweet edge to it. But it's got also something else. It's not bitter. It's reasonably strong, the flavour profile. And again, I love strong coffee, but it's not bitter. It's really, really nice. I actually like that a lot. That's a really nice coffee. So let's just see if we can get a better extraction. Okay, so this has been ground at just over 3.5. We're gonna hit my timer and let's see how we get on with this shot. Slightly more pressure this time, slightly slower shot, which is what I like. So that was just shy of 30 seconds, and you can see the pressure built up nicely. Got a really nice looking shot. Again, maybe we could go down to a 3. To get a slightly better shot, which I'll try in a second, but let's just see what this one tastes like. Definitely got a deeper flavour to it. Profile's increased significantly. Really, really nice. It's got a nice deep profile to it. Quite a complex flavour, which I really like. So I'm going to do one more try on this. I'm actually going to put this down to a 2. Let's just see what it comes out like, and we'll take it from there. So this one was ground to a 2. Same amount of coffee, 18 grams. Let's see how we get on with this particular pull. Start my stopwatch. Pressure's building up. Pre-infusion, you can see there's a lot more pressure, definitely more pressure there. And that's looking really, really nice. So that was absolutely spot on for me. That's kind of the time frame I'm looking for, between 30 to 35 seconds. And you could see that it was coming out a lot slower. It looked like that caramelly kind of honey look to it. And that looks like a really good shot. So let's see what it tastes like. Okay, so we've got a very nice looking shot there. Not too much volume. Smells nice as well. That is a really, really nice shot. It's not strong, it's got a nice medium body to it. And if you don't like strong coffees, this is pretty perfect because it's got a nice kick to it, but it's not too intense. So it's not gonna give you that bitter aftertaste that you get with some coffees. It's nice and mellow, and yeah, a lovely, lovely coffee. And if you made something like this into a flat white or into a latte, it would be quite weak. So keep that in mind. It wouldn't be super strong, it'd be nice and mellow. So if you like that kind of coffee, this is perfect. Now you can see already that going up and getting slightly more expensive coffee, the grind's completely changed. I mean, we've been doing really, really fine grinds on all the last cheaper coffees, whereas we've kind of gone up a level, bought a slightly more expensive coffee, and you can see the difference it makes in terms of how you need to grind these beans. So that was at a level 2, 18 grams, and we got a really decent shot. So if you don't know or you don't understand what I've been doing and how I've been grinding and the grinding ring and all that kind of stuff, I've done a video explaining all this, which I'll leave a link above. Check that out. Make sure you've got all your settings dialed in first before you copy my video, and that way you'll get a decent shot. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up, please support my channel. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next video.